Well, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Brother Willie, my great, great friend for many, many years. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, pal. Thank you for being here today. It meant a lot to me. It meant a whole lot to me. You're a great kid and a great family. Great young man. I looked across here as I walked in today. Dustin, I appreciate those kind remarks you said, and Lauren, what you said about our family. It's been a long 2.5 years. In some respects, it's been a short 2.5 years. Dustin was right. Things were really tough. I seemed to want to start a new occupation in the toughest of times. But I want you all to know that I'm so very honored to serve you in the United States House of Representatives, and I take that responsibility so very serious every single day. Times are still tough. Individuals are hurting throughout our district and throughout our state. Businesses are struggling. My first job was at a grocery store. I'm not going to relive all that. You know the story. But I was a young boy. And I started working in that grocery store at age 16, and I'm 52, and you can do the math, and I am proud to have been working for my family, for my hometown, for my county, and for this district ever since. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what hard times are. Commissioner, you and I have talked about this many times. We've been there. You don't have to tell me or Brendan Presley about it. We know. My number one priority since the day I went to Congress has been, still is, and will be tomorrow, jobs in this economy. And I won't stop fighting till every single North Mississippian who wants a job has a job. People want to talk about political sides and all that. Let me assure y'all something. Here's the truth. What's important to the people of North Mississippi is not left or right. What's important to the people of Mississippi is top or bottom. Herschel, I don't want those on the bottom to move to the top. I want folks to be treated equally. I don't think you should be punished because you live in rural areas. I don't think you should be punished, and I don't think our children should go to less than quality schools just because of where we live. I'm going to continue to stand up for North Mississippians, the North Mississippians who get up every single morning, go to those jobs, cook those biscuits, go to those factories, go to those sawmills, come to teach those children every day to try to help make Mississippi a better place. I think that's a good place for me to say this. I believe the key to a better life is education. I've always believed that. It's even more important today than ever. That's why I take such great pride to be standing here with my family here at Northeast Mississippi Community College, a place that I love. I have loved it for a long time and I always will. I've said this so many times, Mr. President, I know you're in the crowd somewhere. I would never have been successful at anything in my life were it not for those 2 years at Northeast Mississippi Community College. This community college put me on a level playing field before I went on to Ole Miss and finished my degree. No one's going to hand us opportunity, folks. It's not going to just be given to us. We have to make that opportunity ourselves. But there are obstacles that always seem to be in the way to getting a quality education, and we need to knock those obstacles down. Make no mistake, I am the public education candidate in this race. And I will show it. Working to make sure that every young person in North Mississippi has the opportunity for a quality education. I don't care what their background is. I don't care what the color of their skin is. I don't care if their parents are wealthy or poor. And I'm going to continue to support teachers' jobs. I'm going to continue to protect teachers' jobs throughout all of our districts, 24 counties. I want to help prevent unemployment and ensure that our children receive the quality education that they need in order to secure good paying jobs and contribute to a skilled workforce here in North Mississippi. We need good jobs. We need good jobs to utilize that workforce to its full potential. As a small businessman, Tammy and I know how critical small businesses are to job creation and to economic development. For 16 long years, I served with your permission, as Chancery Clerk, working with our Board of Supervisors and other leaders throughout Northeast Mississippi municipalities and counties. I'm going to continue to support their growth and development here in North Mississippi. Small businesses, that's who make the difference. It's small businesses who hire the people, not the government. It's small businesses who make the difference every day. It's been made very clear these past few years that we don't need to bet our money on big corporations and big financial institutions. My loyalty lies with Main Street, not Wall Street, and I'll keep working hard to ensure that North Mississippi will never be forced to bear that burden of the recklessness of Wall Street. I'm going to continue to stand up for senior citizens every single day by protecting their access to quality health care and by opposing the privatization of Social Security, which would put senior citizens' hard-earned dollars in the hands of the very people who led this country to almost the brink of financial ruin just a couple of years ago. This race is simply about who gets it and who don't, who will stand up for North Mississippians and who will leave you to fend for yourselves. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Thank you, Dustin. We've been to work, and we're going to work. We'll continue to work. My opponent wants to talk about national Washington personalities. He wants to play that old political partisan games and spew that old rhetoric. I fight that every day in Washington, D.C. That's why it keeps me grounded, buddy, to get to come back home to my hometown. I fight that old rhetoric every day. People are sick of it. I'm sick of it. Well, I want to talk about the issues. What really matters to the people of North Mississippi. People that are worried about their jobs, if they're fortunate enough to have one. The people who are worried about putting food on the table. Worried about their children getting a quality education, what they're having to do without, just so their children can go to school. My opponent says he's for cutting taxes. Then he turned right around before the ink got dry on that pledge he signed. He wasn't going to raise taxes. $90 million. Tax the sick. Boy, that'll show them. You get sick, we'll tax you. That's the same man who wants to go to Washington. Let me tell you, he fit right in. I've been in Congress, I worked to pass one of the largest tax cuts for hardworking families in American history. I led the fight that expanded the tax credit, the new homebuyer tax credit to $8,000 to help jumpstart our real estate economy.